This is last video of mini project library management. In this video, I will discuss about pagination, dynamic memory allocation, and function to export data into CSV file. Now let me go back to code blocks and run the application. Here pagination is available in both admin mode and student mode. We have implemented pagination in viewbooks function. Here I will show you in admin mode. Let me log in. Let's choose option B. Again, with option B, we can view all the books. Here we have total 25 books. Out of 25 books, only 15 books information are displayed on the screen. Here page size is 15, so we display 15 books at a time. To go to next page, user must press N key to view remaining 10 books. Similarly, user can press B key to go back to previous page. And this process is called pagination. And logic to implement this is very simple. As you know, we have loaded all books data into dynamic array. We just need to calculate starting index of an array and final index of an array based on user input before displaying data. Here at first starting index is 0 and final index is 14. When user press N key, we calculate starting index equal to 15 and final index equal to 24 to display all remaining items. Similarly, if user press B key, then we recalculate starting index back to 0 and final index to 14, and we redisplay the data again. I hope you got the overall logic. Now let me explain the source code. Pagination is implemented inside view all books function, which is declared here. Let me go to the function. At first, we declare initial variables. This one is for page size, which is equal to 15. And L index variable is for lower index of an array, which is equal to 0. And H index is for higher index of an array, which is equal to page size. And choice variable is for user input. And this condition will make sure that higher index will not be greater than total books count available in the system. Let's assume we have only 10 book, then higher index cannot be equal to page size, which is 15. And in this scenario, higher index will be equal to book count, which is 10. Now we call view books by page function to display first page. And as you know, we share this view all books function between admin mode and student mode. That application mode is differentiated by using this flag variable. After this, we create a do while loop and we wait for user input with the help of getCS function. If user press escape key, then we simply break the loop and application will check flag. If flag is 0, then we go back to student menu. If flag is 1, then we go back to book menu. Now let's assume user press B key to go to the previous page. And this condition will make sure that user is not in the first page. And when this condition is true, then our new lower index will be old lower index minus page size, and higher index will be new lower index plus page size. Again, this condition will make sure that our higher index will not be greater than total book count. And now we again call view books by page function to display previous page. Similarly, let's say user choose N key to view next page. And this condition will make sure that user is not in the last page. If this condition is true, then our new lower index will be old lower index plus page size, and higher index is always new lower index plus page size. And this condition will again make sure that our higher index will not be greater than total book count. And now again we call view books by page function to display next page. Now let me go inside view books by page function. Here at first we check flag. If flag is 0, then it is student mode, and we call print student welcome message function. If flag is 1, then it is admin mode. Then we call print welcome message. And to display data, we simply use for loop. And using for loop, we display data in a table. And there isn't any new concept here. It is simple. And this is the overall logic of pagination. I hope you understood the concept. And now I will discuss about dynamic memory allocation of an array. At first, let me go back to application. Let me go back. Now I will go through other option A, U, and D. At first, let's find book menu. So it is here. And for option A, we call add book. For option U, we call update book. And for option D, we call del book. So at first, I discuss update book function. And as you know, we already loaded books data in an dynamic array. So updating value in array is very simple. It is very straightforward. And at first, we request book ID from the user. And with the help of check book ID function, we identify the index of that book in the array. If that book ID exists in the array, then we request other information from the user, and we simply copy that value in the array. So concept is simple here. Now let's discuss add book function. Adding a new item in dynamic array is tricky because we have to allocate the memory for new item. And this can be done with the help of reloc function, and it is C function. And at first we request book ID from the user, and we check whether book ID exists in current array. If book ID do not exist, then we request further information. And our new book count is previous book count plus 1. And with the help of new book count, we reallocate the memory of dynamic array by using the function reloc. This is the syntax. So technically, this will add new one block in existing array. And after reallocating memory, we move array pointer to last element using this line. And after that, we simply copy the value in last element. And after adding data, we again revert our array pointer back to initial position. And finally, we update our book count variable by new count. And this is the overall concept of adding data. Now I will show you deleting item from the dynamic array. So this is our delete book function. The logic to delete item from dynamic array is very interesting, but it is very similar to deleting items from the file. Now let's discuss. At first, we request book ID from the user, and with the help of check book ID function, we find location index of an item in array. For example, let's say we have 10 items in our current array pointer bk, and 0 to 9 are the index. Let's assume we want to delete, let's assume the item that we want to delete is in index 5. So here, as per our assumption, index to remove is 5. And this condition will make sure that the item we want to delete exists in the system. And after this, we create new temporary array pointer. And for temporary array pointer, we allocate memory block one item less than total book count. So as per our example, there will be only 9 memory block, that is 9 items. Now with the help of memmove function, we copy all the items from current array to temporary array except the item in index 5 which we want to delete. So here we copy item from 0 to 4 index, and we copy item from 6 to 9 index, 6 index to 9 index into temporary array pointer, that is temp bk. So at first, with the help of this line, we copy all the items just before index 5. Here, both temporary array and current array point to starting memory block, that is index 0. And this will copy 5 memory block. So that is from 0 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total items. And this condition will make sure that the item we want to delete is not the first element of an array. After this, we copy all the item after the index 5. So 6 to 9. temporary array here, the temporary array points to sixth memory block. So current pointer plus 5 will point to sixth memory block, that is index 5. And our current array will point to seventh element. So that is index 6. It will skip the index 5. And we copy total 4 memory block. That is from 6 to 9. 6 to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 memory block. And this conditional will make sure that the item we want to delete is not last element of an array. After copying all the item to temporary array, we free memory of current item. I mean current array with the help of free function. It is C function. So at this point, it is not pointing to any memory block. And finally, we assign current array pointer by temporary array pointer. So technically, both array pointer will point to same memory block. And now, finally, we decrement the total book count by 1. So this is the overall logic to delete item from the dynamic memory array. I hope you understood the logic. Now let me go back to the application and go through the other option. And in admin menu for option C, admin user can issue book to the student or return books from the student. Let me press option C. Here we have 3 options: view issued books, issue books, or return books. And to manage issued or return books data, I have used C file handling, and which is very similar to my previous project contact management. Here I will not go through all the details, but I will show you where is the function return. And let me go back again. And for option D, we can search book. So let me press option D. Let me enter the book ID. So it will return the book details. And searching book from the dynamic array is very easy. We simply need to find this book ID in the array and display the information. So nothing special here. And last option is E. It will exit the application. So application exit. And now again, let me run this application and log in as a student. So in student menu, view all books is same as in admin menu. Let me press option A. So here we can view all the books, and for using B and N key, we can go back and next page. So it is the same function as in admin menu, and B is also same function as in admin menu. So here one extra function is view issued books. So with option C, student can view book issued to that student. So here this Alice student had got the one book from the library. So let me go back, and option D is same. It will exit the application. So it's done. So now let me go back to the code blocks and quickly explain the function. Let me track from the beginning. For admin access, it will call admin menu. Admin login. Inside admin login, it will call admin menu. And from admin menu, where is admin menu? So admin menu, for option C, we call issue return books. Issue return menu. And inside issue return menu, where is that function? Okay, it is here. So here we have 3 options. For option B, view issued books, and for I, issue book and return book. Let me go to view issued books function. So here, view issued book function, we call another function view student book function, and it will return the total number of data in the file, and it will return the data into SB structure array. So STU books is the structure, and the definition of this structure is declared in utility header file. So let me go there first. So this is our student books structure. So here we store student ID, book ID, title, author, start date, and end date only. And this view student book function is written under issue return operation header file. And similarly for return books. So when user will return book, we do not delete data from the file. We simply update return date. So this is done here. So with the help of update student book function, we simply get return date from the user, and that return date is updated here. I mean, return date is updated in the file. And similarly for issue book, we call another function, add student book function, and it will add the data into the file. And all these functions are written under issue return operation header file. So these are the function definition. I will not go through these function definition because it's very similar to my previous project, contact management, where I have explained file handling in details. Please follow that video if you want to learn file handling in details. And for searching book, we call search book function. And where is that function? Okay, this is the search book function. So inside search book function, we simply request book ID from the user, and with the help of check book ID function, we find the index of that book, and we simply display the book information. So very simple logic, because we have data in the array, so it's very easy to find book by book ID. And under student menu, so that will be our last function discussion. So under student menu, for option C, we call option view my books function, and inside view my books function, we call another function called view my student books function. So this function will take student ID as a parameter and filter the data by this student ID, and it will return only data issued to that student. So this is the logic here, and it is also written under issue return operation header file. So this is the function definition. And yeah, that's all. This is the end of this video, and I hope you understood the source code of this project. If you have any question, please leave a comment, and see you soon in my another project.